So some of you guys are probably not going to really benefit from this one, but the only reason that I'm posting the video is because I've mentioned it before. If I see a free game that you guys can pick up without really having to do anything, and I think it's worthwhile and it's not just a crappy indie title that no one's interested in, then I want to be able to let you guys know whether or not it's on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Nintendo, or whatever. And there is another game which is available later on today, which is absolutely free for PC players. Now this is through the Epic Games Store. Now the reason that I kind of do this is because even if you guys haven't got the PC set up to run this, you can still add it to your library, you can still get it for free, and then if at any point you kind of upgrade and get a gaming laptop, a gaming PC, or whatever, you guys have got free games kind of sat there that are pretty decent, that are worth a play, already lined up in your library without having to go out and buy them. I always say the same when it comes to PSVR games. If it's free and you don't have a VR, doesn't matter, add it to your library. If it ever comes to that point or that situation where you go out and pick one up, you've got games sat there and it's better than going, I wish I would have added that to my library. But there is a new update on the Epic Games Store. A new game has gone free and it is going live in the next couple of hours. And it's a game called Remnant from the Ashes. Now this game actually looks pretty cool. Recently on the Epic Games Store, the free stuff hasn't been that good. It's been mainly indie stuff that I'm not really interested in. And it's the reason that I've not really mentioned it. Now, Remnant from the Ashes, it's a third-person action survival shooter, which I always like the sound of. I love myself an action game, I love shooters, I like survival. I like it when you have to go around gathering materials, looking for stuff, and just trying to survive. They're the kind of games that I can get lost in and play for hours, and when they multiplayer, it just makes it even better. Now, granted, this game might not have all of those aspects, but nevertheless, it's a survival and it looks pretty cool. You guys will know, though, I'm not really into my horror games. This one doesn't feel like a horror game though, it does feel like other stuff that I kind of play. Now pretty much the game, the best way to explain it. So the world's been thrown into chaos by an ancient evil from another dimension and you're one of the last kind of remnants of humanity. You have to set out alone or you can actually team up with two other people to face down hordes of deadly enemies and save the world. Now the one thing that I do like about this game, it's got endless kind of realms. So it's dynamically generated worlds that change every single time that you play through them. So it's got a lot of replayability in this, which is a really good thing with these style of games. It gets so boring when you jump in and you literally know where every single thing is. So with something like this where you can jump in it, enjoy it, go back to it later, play the same thing but it feel completely different, for me personally is a really good thing. This game usually, to give you an idea though, is usually like 30 quid. So if you've got the PC to run it, definitely add it to your library, definitely check it out. And if you haven't, add it anyway, because as I said, at any point if you decide to upgrade your setup, you've got a decent looking game to kind of have a go on. Now when it comes to the Epic Games Store updates, I don't usually do it every week. I literally only want to post these kind of videos to give a heads up if I see a game that personally I think is definitely worth checking out. If it's just indie games, I don't really want to talk about it because I don't just want to post a video out there just for the sake of posting a video. But this game actually does look pretty cool. It's going to be one that I'm trying out myself. So yeah, can't wait to look at it. But that's pretty much it for this one. I kind of just wanted to give a heads up. Curious to see what you guys think about the look of the game. Is it something that you're going to check out yourself? Is it something that you wish you could play so you're going to add it to your library for that moment that you can? Or is it just something that you're completely not interested in? Curious to see what you think though. Well, that's pretty much it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, a like would be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new. But thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you next time.